Welcome back to Into the Westerly. In the last episode, I left off with the floor plan of Castle Greenlee, and between when I posted that video and now, I've basically finished up the secret hallway that leads to the entrance to the bunker. But more than that, I added a red stone door. You see the sort of the guts of it. Just flip that. So what happens is I have this piston here that spits out and is flush with this, and I have a piston down here that pushes that up. There we go. Boom. You're like, it's a very obvious doorway right now. Yeah, I'm gonna texture it later. It's gonna be textured stone and stone bricks, and there's probably gonna be some cracked stone bricks in there. It's not just gonna be, stone, just these two stone bricks here. This is where I dug out as I was going around and building it. You know what? Here's what we'll do. Do a little free cam so I can sort of show off what's going on. Alright. So I got here my two pistons that push the stone and the other piston here. There's the redstone powering them. It goes around here, powers that too. This stuff goes down here, powers this piston here, goes down, and I sort of had to go really low in order to get all the redstone in. This here leads to the lever that I just flipped. That is right here. And then this leads around here, goes up until it reaches this lever right there, that lever there. Quick rundown of that. Now, to start off this episode, beyond what I just did, obviously, it's time lapse of me building the two towers here in front of the gate. And every time I or someone else says the two towers, you know. If you know, you know, okay? So anyway, time lapse of me building these two towers. So, let's get cracking.
Exodus 32:31-33. And Moses returned unto the Lord, and said, O this people have sinned a great sin, and have made them gods of gold. Yet now, if thou wilt forgive their sin, and if not, blot me, I pray thee, out of thy book which thou hast written. And the Lord said unto Moses, Whosoever hath sinned against me, him will I blot out of my book. Verses 31 and 32 describe Moses' prayer regarding the children of Israel after their sin of idolatry, or worshipping the golden calf. Moses asks God to forgive the Israelites, but if God won't, then Moses asks that God punish Moses. And Moses was entirely innocent of this sin. He was not there for the worship. He was greatly angered when he found the Israelites worshiping this idol, and he effectively punished the Israelites for that. But what called my attention was God's reply. Whosoever hath sinned against me, him will I blot out of my book. Taken at face value, the answer just means that God will not punish the innocent for what the guilty did. But another interpretation, another lesson we can learn from this response, is that God was telling Moses that Moses could not take the punishment for the Israelites. He was not enough. He was not perfect enough to take someone else's sin. Moses, though innocent of the sin of idolatry, that particular sin of worshiping the golden calf, though he was innocent of that, he was still a sinner. He had done wrong in the past, and he had to pay for his own sins. So what is it that this teaches? Why is it so important that Moses could not pay for the Israelites' sin? Quite simple. This teaches us man cannot do anything to save himself or anyone he loves. He cannot sacrifice himself, and he cannot earn his salvation. Only the sacrifice of God's Son, the only man who ever lived a perfect life, only his sacrifice can save.
Well, I hope you enjoyed that time lapse. I stand now between the two towers here. You can see up there there's a bit of a scaffolding thing going on, which is where basically I outlined where I want the frame for the door to be. And you can see I'm also standing on the stone path, which was not there before. So, I extended out the path. Well, was this part of the video? Was this in there before? I don't remember. I don't remember explaining it. Anyway, I changed the path to where instead of going up that way, instead of just being like this, it goes up like this, and then I put stone in here. Might still change this a bit, might also extend the stone down that way, not really sure. Anyway, I got the towers done, as the frame done, the doors are going to go in here. My idea is I will have two doors. It'll be like a two-layered door. There'll be one here, this one only opens inside, this one only opens outside, just from a lore perspective, okay? The doors are not actually going to open like that. That would require some complicated redstone and or mods that we do not have on this server. Also mods that I don't care for. I prefer vanilla Minecraft as vanilla as possible. About the path that used to lead over here, I'm planning on when I make the path go that way towards where the army area is going to be, where the pasture is currently, where the army area is going to be, when I make the path go that direction. What was that? I'm also going to make it come up the hill, just like straight up the hill to the display barn and the stalls. But enough about that. We're going to give this a pause for now because I have something else I'm planning to do. Plan now, I am planning to dig out, in my bunker down here, another room. This room is going to be sort of like a zoo, I guess. It's going to be kind of like a zoo. The idea is I have one sniffer egg and I have... Do sniffers work underground if they're on grass? I don't know. I'm gonna look that up. I have one sniffer egg. I have 6 turtle eggs. My idea is the turtle eggs will hatch down here, and that will allow me to control where the turtles go to lay their eggs again, so I can farm lots of turtle eggs. Pfft, got a fly messing with me, IRL. Ah. So yeah, gonna be digging that out here. Straight across from this, there'll be turtles, at least turtles, maybe sniffers, when and if I figure out if sniffers can actually do their job underground or if they have to be above ground. Definitely going to be turtles, though. Okay, well, time-lapse 2.0. My videos are, like, full of time-lapses. You saw nothing. Alright, well that's where we're going to end the video. As you can see, I got a lot more done than shown in the time-lapse. Got the turtles are going to be over here, sniffers are going to be over here, which yes, I found out they can indeed do their job underground. Got the walls done. Like, you may be wondering why that's there. It's because the, well, as this is here. Oh yeah, here's one thing to show. Stone instead of bone. Stone instead of bone. Anyway, this is where the sea turtles are going to be. Sniffers are going to be on that side. There is this right here is where the floor, I guess. I'm going to be putting moss blocks here on this layer. It's going to be hollow under here because I'm going to set a minecart, hopper minecart railway under here, not under the entire thing, just under the middle bit here, because there's going to be like a hill here and a tree over there, and the sniffers need a 6x6 area in order to find seeds. So there's going to be like a 7x6 area here in the middle, and there's going to be hopper minecart on rails running under it. It's going to go in there and eventually feed into a barrel. It's going to go here. And there's going to be another floor. It's going to be a floor under that. There's going to be a floor here for me to walk, and that I'm going to be replacing with trapdoors. Going to put stairs here to lead down into this. And there's going to be copper trapdoors here and copper trapdoor walls here. Be like, for once you have really detailed plans. Well, there's a bit of an explanation behind that. I've already done this. Be like, what? You already did it? Yeah. Long story short, there was some sort of scheduled maintenance that we were warned about last week. I don't know. That was going to be happening. During that time, between when we were warned about it and when it started happening, I forgot. So I log in and start playing. Now, that's the weird thing. If there was maintenance going on, we shouldn't have been able to play. Any of us. And yet, somehow, we could. Some of us could. It was weird. Some people could log in. Some people were saying they couldn't. They were locked out. So anyway. I'm doing my thing. I'm building these habitats. I built the habitats. I built the turtle one and the sniffer one. I built the habitats. And then... And the sniffer had hatched and the turtles were close to hatching. And then I go to bed, wake up the next day, all of it's gone. It's back to this empty box. Now the thing about it is, in this empty box, it was this stone here that you're seeing here. This stone wasn't here, the sand wasn't there, the walls were bone blocks, but this stone, there was this little mound of stone that I'd put together to put the sand on top of. It was there, but the sand wasn't there, the habitats weren't there, everything had been reverted to before I made the habitats. So like I had put the rails here, and I'd put the machinery, the rails and hoppers and redstone, whatever, to put it into a barrel that was there, and it was, everything was ready. And then I lost all that progress, and so a little frustrating, but not something that I can't just redo. And besides the fact, I forgot to record that part of me doing it, so now I get a second chance at recording it so y'all can see it happen. Hooray! Oh yeah, I did fall off. Okay. They didn't see me fall off because I got right up in the face. Anyway, so that's what's going on there. Oh yeah, I feel like I need to show y'all the materials that I gathered for the building of the thing. From here to here, all this, these are the materials that I've gathered to make the habitats. None of this. This is not important, actually. My brain wants me to rearrange all this stuff. Bear with me. Okay. So from here to here, all this stuff is going to be used in making the habitats. See, I got the stuff for the sea turtles here and all that. Now I got the redstone for the sniffer bit, grass as well. That's stuff that redstone is going to go on, or the rails, technically. Rails right there. Those are rails. Those are not rails. Those are rails. Anyway, there's the moss for the floor. So that's all that's going on there. Got all those materials together, ready to build the habitats. So, thank you all for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, you know what to do. And until we meet again in time.